You're recording. Alright, so we are still waiting on some parts to get back from powder coat. So today we're gonna tear my truck further apart and take more stuff to powder coat because it's really addicting. If you get into powder coat, you'll realize that and you don't want to stop. Like everything metal, I powder coat it. So I think there's this there's that cross member there in your behind your grill. It like holds your well, actually pop the hood. It holds your locking mechanism and stuff, and it's like your radiator support, whatnot. And it comes across down right there and stuff. So I think I'm gonna get that done that red color also. And there's some more changes gonna be coming to the front end of the truck. We're also gonna do just some other little things. I probably get these hooks powder coated red, and this ain't gonna happen today, but eventually when you see it's bubbling rust, so I'm gonna get that fixed. And when I do that, I'm getting my gooseneck powder coated also, and I'll re-undercoat my frame and everything. But that is for a different day. So today we're just going to be pulling the grill off, the little top shroud there, and we're going to see what all we have to take off to get that cross member support out. Alright, so I got Tyler here again with me, and he's actually going to be doing most of this so I can record. First thing you're going to want to do is on that little cover there, a bunch of these little plastic pop rivet things. You just take a screwdriver, pry them up, and then they come out like that, and then you drop them, and they're very easy to lose, and they're annoying, and one of the dumbest designs ever. They should have just left little bolts. See, just like that, easy to lose. So we're gonna get that pulled off, and we will see you once we get that pulled off and this kid finds that little piece. It's gotta be down there somewhere. So we were definitely looking around on the ground for like 10 minutes. And where'd it go? It's sitting right there in between that idler pulley and the belt. Right there. So I found it. Alright, so this guy is ready to come off. And just set that off to the side. And next, I think I'm gonna pop the grill off just to get some room, and it's just a couple bolts. And mine's been taken off a few times, and it's really broken, so it doesn't like to stay in, and the bolts are pretty much doing nothing. But you got them 4 bolts on top, and then there's, let me try and get something here. Yeah, I don't know if you see that little clip. You gotta like squeeze these in, and then it like pushes out. So get that popped off. All right, maybe. Now we're gonna pull off the hood latch. There's actually a sensor right there. You gotta disconnect. And in my dash readout display thing, it actually will tell me when my hood's open. It's kind of cool. So pop these cables out of them little guides, and we'll just stash that up out of the way for now. Alright, so we got the latch off now. There's a couple bolts back there. Take this off, and then we got to pull that the trans cooler off. There's a couple bolts there. Undoing a bunch of sensors, and got the hood latch up there. So we're getting there. And I probably forgot to mention, literally everything on this truck that's held together for the most part is like a 10mm bolt. So everything that we've taken apart so far has been a 10mm. Alright, so now we got a couple more 10mm bolts there and there. And there was one there, and now there is one there. Pull that off, and I think we should be good to take that off. Alright, so we got that out. Stop real quick. And so now I'm gonna pull this top support here off, make that red, because I don't know I'm probably not going to end up putting that plastic shroud back on. I might. I haven't decided yet. So once again, 10 millimeter bolt, 10 millimeter bolt, 10 millimeter bolt, 10 millimeter, 10 millimeter. And I think that's it for holding that on. So we'll get back with you. Oh, and I decided to make his life a little easier. I got out the air tools. So, all right, you can continue. All right, so to get this support out, there's actually a few more bolts. There's we got to actually pull the headlights out because there's some bolts underneath, a couple 10 millimeters, and then for the intercooler, there's some 13 millimeter bolts in the back. There's one here, and another one right there. Pretty simple, just some 13 millimeters, and we're gonna pull the headlights out, and then we'll go from there. But also, as long as I'm pulling stuff apart, going up the powder coat, I decided there's these little corner supports, and I'll figure I'll get them done as well. Those are just held on with 4 13 millimeter bolts. So, I don't know if you haven't pulled out the headlights before, I'll just explain that real quick. There's the 2 bolts on top that we already took out, and then there's one right here. But this one you don't have to pull out, you just have to loosen it because it's a little slide. And what I usually do is I'll snake a long 1/4 inch 10 millimeter. You just slide it in between the headlight and the bumper, and you can just loosen it that way, like that. And then instead of taking out all the bulbs individually, there's a main harness right there. Unplug that, and your headlight's out. And it's vice versa on the other side. So we're pulling the tow hooks out now. Pretty straightforward. I got this one loose, but there's this bolt right here goes through the frame like this. And then on the bottom side of the frame, there's this bolt going up and through. And those are 18 millimeter. So get your impact on there and just zip them off. Alright, so up here we got, this is on the bottom side of that bracket. I'm where the headlight would be. There was a bolt that goes there and there. 10 millimeter. Both sides got them. So there's where they're actually at. So we'll pull those out, and then we'll see if that'll come out. All right, so we finally ended up getting it out, and there was actually another bolt right there. We'll walk away so you can see where that is. So there's 3 more bolts that I had to pull. But comes out, I'm gonna have to pull those hood stops off. I think they just unthread, whatnot. So got my little pile. It's gonna go to powder coat. Got a little brace. Corner pieces, that little bar is going to be red. That cross member there. And as soon as this kid gets done pulling these hooks off, those will be going. You got to figure out how to get them off. They're pretty tight in there. So we'll probably end up just putting a strap around it. Or they come out like that and almost fall on your ass. Yeah, they come out like that too. Now I can't pick the damn thing up. So, more powder coat. Yay. Alright, so I got the truck tore apart as far as I think I'm going to get today. So I was just throwing this out there. Comment and tell me what you guys think. But I think I'm going to get a new grill anyways, because those little tabs are broken and it's not held on very well. And also the center section of my bumper is dented up a little bit in some spots. So throwing the idea out there of putting a LML conversion on it. And for those of you that don't know what that is, the bumper's not sectioned together like this. It's all one big smooth bumper, and there's a nice radius that comes down in this corner. So oh, it's an option. Comment and tell me what you guys think. Subscribe to me if you haven't. Like the video, share it. Thanks for watching.